everybody, it's Mrs. B again. So today we are talking about how to structure your presentation. Thanks for watching. Okay, so a presentation is structured like a burger and I want to show that to you today. So I've got all the ingredients here, what we need for a burger, and I will explain that to you. The burger starts and finishes with the bun. So you need a nice bun. I made it myself. And you always need an introduction at the beginning and you need an end. If you don't have the introduction and the end, it falls apart. Yeah, like when you eat it, you need it to hold on. So it's very important to have a beginning and an end. So this is the bun. Then we have the basics. The basics is ketchup. I think everybody uses ketchup and there are some basic information that you need. For example, when we talk about a city, the basics would be which country are we talking about, which continent, how many people live there. If you talk about a person, where was he born and what was his biggest success, things like that. Yeah, so those are the basics. Never forget the basics, never forget the ketchup. The onion rings, those are the specials. So if you give me a presentation, I need something special, so something only you can tell me. And I've heard a lot of presentations already, believe me, and I like it to hear something new that I haven't heard before. So there is something about the city that is new or that I haven't heard before, or there is something about the person, very specific information. Yeah, so that makes it really interesting if you have something different that nobody else talks about or something special. That's why I have those special onion rings. The salad is talking about fresh. So it's not good if that salad is 2 weeks old, and it's not good if the information is too old. So the salad means you have to be up to date with your information. If you talk about a city and then you tell me how many people live there, but I don't want to have the numbers of 2010. Yeah, we are 2020 now, 2020. So try to get information that is up to date. And when we talk about numbers and figures, when you want to talk about how many people live there, you don't tell me 9,675,577, because that number is never to be real. So you just say there are about 9.5 million people living in this city. Yeah, you just make a nice number out of it, plus minus. Okay, so this is about fresh. Now, this is about quality. This is a no-go. This is the information that you get in the internet when you look for another presentation that somebody else did and you don't do any own research. This is really cheap information. Don't do that. So we get rid of that. We have quality here. Quality means that you do some research and you really have to make sure it's high quality, that you really know what you're talking about. Yeah, this is not only cheese, you tell me what kind of cheese is that, where it comes from, things like that. And at the end, we have our focus. So every presentation needs a focus where you put your focus on really, where you talk about maybe 2 or 3 minutes. You can choose that whatever you want to say. It can be a site, it can be an album from a singer, but this is where you put your special emphasis on. Yeah, this is your focus. Here, it's also very important that you check your quality. The best burger is not working when you have cheap stuff, and the best presentation is not working when you have only one research, one source in the internet that is not really working. Yeah, so it's about quality, and you should make sure that your presentation, that you know what you are talking about. It's not only cheese, it's not only a patty. Yeah, so quality is very important. Here you see that I don't have too many ingredients. It's like when you have a burger and you put 20 things on and you eat it, you can't really taste the different flavors. And it's like with a presentation. I always recommend 5 things in between. Yeah, so 5 is a good number, more or less. Can be 4, can be 6, but don't do 10 topics, this and this and this and this, and don't only talk about your focus, because then your presentation would only be about your focus. So again, you need a beginning, you need an end, you should have 4 or 5 things in between. Check the quality, give me a surprise, don't forget the basics, and yeah, let's see how my burger looks like now. I'll assemble it now. Wow, look at that burger. That looks really awesome, doesn't it? So, I really hope your presentation will be as good as my burger. If it's as good as that, I think I'll give you full points. Let's see.